Another match featuring FlipSide. This time around they're going up against Epsilon, and it's gonna be on Inferno. I've actually predicted FlipSide to take the rest of their games tonight, and this one is no exception. But I want to point out that Epsilon, they are generally a really good team, and their newest additions, Smuya and Cosmin, arguably the best UK player and the best... Where's Cosmin from again? I keep forgetting. He used to be playing in Nexus, but I don't remember what the country is called. Romania, there we go. Romanian. Probably the best player in Romania currently, and one of the absolute top player of UK. Epsilon taking the knife round, deciding to start on CT side and FlipSide on the T side. I see we got Epsilon and FlipSide tactics in the house, hitting me up with some nice retweets, some nice tweets in general on, well, obviously on Twitter. I'll like to extend my thank you to the two organizations for tuning into the stream, and best of luck to both of you. Smuya with a nice headshot opening towards Banana. What a quick trade and welded it! We saw it previously in their last pistol. He's going insane on this USP. Looking for even more. Trying to make it a triple headshot. Maybe in the meantime did get a kill on the top of Banana. Trying to make their way in towards the side for the retake, but Markelov, he chimes in from back of new box. Yet another kill for Markelov. Quick headshot on Baba. And Freddy B all alone. Trying to clutch this one out, but there's no more time. Without a kit, absolutely nothing he can do. Forced to fall back to safety. FlipSide, sorry, picking up the round. Actually not gonna fall back to safety. Everyone dies, but it doesn't matter. FlipSide still picking up the pistol. Securing that early lead. As I've mentioned, I have predicted FlipSide to take the victory here over Epsilon, but I also predicted against FlipSide versus Space Soldiers, and obviously that was a bit of a mistake, seeing as FlipSide absolutely rocked the floor with Space Soldiers in that match, taking the victory 16-5. Now, as I mentioned, they are up against Epsilon on Inferno. Inferno, not the greatest map for Epsilon. FlipSide have had more luck with this map in the past. They are off to a good start as well. Cosmin with that MP9. It's not an MP9, it's a Mac-10. Maeve up close towards Library, but he goes down to Electronic. Cosmin soon to follow. Waylander with the backstab. 2-0 for FlipSide. Let me very quickly hit Grumpy up with a mod tag in the chat. Grumpy, obviously, if I'm not completely mistaken, the community manager for Epsilon. I've spoken with Grumpy before, but I have a terrible memory, so I apologize if I gave you the wrong title. Epsilon now on a low buy, more or less a full eco with single flash, the P250 lined up for a heavy stack over towards B. Blade on his Mac-10 gets one welded it, trying to chime in with his AK-47. We'll get two, but quick trade coming in from Maeve. And Freddy B gonna get backstabbed here by Electronic. Actually a really good round here for Epsilon, considering that they barely invested anything into the round. Sorry. Freddy B now up in a 1-on-2 situation up against Markelov and Waylander. Did manage to pick himself up a UMP and... okay, that works. It's about to say and a molly, but Waylander randomly spraying in towards CT. But I believe that was an MP7. He will be able to get the final kill as well. Quick 3-0 on the board in favor of FlipSide. Epsilon finally with enough money to buy up completely. Smuya on the AWP. It seems like he's gonna go for the torch play. Nice shot coming in from Worlded though, dealing a good amount of damage on Maeve, and Cosme not able to connect the kill. Still dealing a decent amount of damage. Smuya takes some damage from a nade, but deals some towards Markelov. The well-placed shot. Worlded still trying for the wall bang. Not able to connect quite yet. We got Scuffy in the stream as well. All the Epsilon guys tuning in to see how their players gonna deal with this beast that is FlipSide. FlipSide, as I mentioned in the previous game, definitely stepped up the game recently. They've had a lot of trouble in their online segments throughout the past, but that recent game against Space Soldiers just a few minutes ago definitely showed how strong they can be on a map that they rarely play. That's quite impressive. Now on a map that's arguably a bit better for them, Inferno against Epsilon. For the fourth round, they've already used a good amount of time on the clock. 4-on-5 situation, gonna try and make their way in towards the B bomb site. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing here, FlipSide. Not enough time to do anything at this point. The round will go in favor of Epsilon. In my opinion, a questionable decision from FlipSide to leave Waylander alone close to the A bomb site when they were outnumbered. Either way, Epsilon, they pick up the round. Smuya with that initial kill down towards middle definitely helped them out. FlipSide will still have enough money to buy up completely with an AWP on World Edit, AK-47s to boot, and Blade on a Galil. Ready in an, it's a interesting position. Markelov, good timing here. He finds the first frag. Baba with the double ult. He finds a kill of his own. That's a triple. Now all of a sudden it's a 3-on-2 situation favoring Epsilon. This is looking pretty good for the European squad. Blade, just as I say that, takes care of Baba. Maeve up close towards Archway, making its way closer towards the site. Through the smoke he goes, but Blade will shut him down. Cosme now left alone. And Blade doing everything he can to clutch out this one for FlipSide. It seems like he will actually be successful. Cosme picking up the AWP that Smuya dropped behind in top of mid. Rushes back towards T-spawn and will try and hold on to it for the upcoming round. It will be another round on the board for FlipSide Tactics. Spending everything they've got, and Blade chiming in with that Galil. Cosme just chilling alongside the radio. Getting the latest news. Bit of interference on the radio as the bomb goes down. 4-1 as I mentioned. And Epsilon, their economy is not that great for this round. They are going to be forcing up completely though. Cosme on the M4 he saved. But he saved the AWP. How did he get that M4? Did Smuya drop it for him? Who had enough money to drop him an M4? Or did he buy it himself? He didn't buy it himself. I'm a bit confused. You guys in chat probably saw it while I missed it. A decent force buy here for Epsilon, but FlipSide obviously was the better buy for the round. Waylander takes care of Freddy B, but Smooya and Baba, they answer back. Markelov will get the trade on Smooya. 3-on-3 situation. Baba with the Galil now. Cosmin still in play on his M4. Baba will go down to World Edit on the P... Sorry, that was a Glock, not a P250. Maeve, he's on a P250 though. We'll make quick work of it as he takes care of Electronic down towards top of mid. 2-on-2. Cosmin and Maeve up against Markelov and World Edit. Still a bit of utility here for Epsilon. They got 3 flashes to work with, and now they're finally gonna disperse of those flashbangs in towards the site. Hit gets completely blinded. Markelov in a good position. Up close towards Porch. Should be able to get the kill and will indeed do so. Cosmin trying to find the angle. He finds the first. Markelov incredibly low on HP. Will take him down as well. He does have a kit, but will there be enough time? This is going to be cutting it close. But indeed, he just barely had enough time for it. And Cosmin, with a nice clutch, secures the round for Epsilon. Back and forth it goes. 4-2 on the ball. FlipSide should have enough money for a decent force buy. What a round from Epsilon. Quick look at the scoreboard. I wanted to see how my fellow Dane is doing. He's had a bit of trouble with this new Epsilon lineup. Not entirely sure why. He's actually a brilliant player, but he's not been able to step up his game while playing under the Epsilon banner. Not entirely sure what's causing that. Hopefully he can step up today and help them take care of FlipSide here on Inferno. Late lining up the smoke towards B. Throwing the bomb backwards. They're not committing to the push just yet. Smooya missing his opportunity. Waylander running and gunning with his SMG, dealing a good amount of damage. Will be able to take care of Smooya. Waylander now will be chilling in top mid while the rest of his team makes their move in towards B. There are 2 defenders close towards B at this time. Oh, the nade. Markelov messes up his nade. Cosmin trying to find the shot, trying to connect the dots, but he goes down to Blade. Baba in the meantime finds the kill on Waylander up towards top of mid. Maeve still close towards the site, waiting for his teammates to come in. Baba from CT. Both of them from CT, actually. Gonna be a tough task here for Epsilon. Bomb already ticked for quite some time. And a brilliant afterplant setup here for FlipSide. Baba, he finds the first though. That's a good start. Well, that it goes down, but Blade still in a good position. Over by top of Banana. Freddy B takes care of Electronic, but there's no more time. They're forced to fall back. See if they can salvage this AWP. Taking a decent amount of damage here from Markelov, who I believe will go down to the bomb. Indeed he will. 5-2 in favor of FlipSide. Decent attempt on the retake here from Epsilon, but they were a bit too late to the party. Waylander getting the opening frag towards Freddy B. It is another force buy here for Epsilon. And Smooya making good work of that UMP, taking care of Blade and Markelov. A quick trade coming in from Electronic though, but the damage is already done. And as you can see on the minimap, the remaining Epsilon players, they're not in that good of a position for this retake. Cosmin gonna finally make his way up towards top of mid. Cosmin slowly but surely trying to inch his way a bit closer towards the site. Here's Waylander listening close and realizes that Cosmin just primed his flash. They are indeed gonna back away. Another round on the board for FlipSide, making it 6. Sorry. Yeah, don't ask me what's on my mind today. 6-2 on the board on FlipSide. Strong start on the T side of Inferno. I see someone in the chat asking about the current standing in Mountain Dew League. I want to point out it's an off-season kind of thing. I don't know exactly what they call it. But this season there are no, like, if you end up in the top, you don't go to Pro League. So I'm not entirely sure. I've asked admins about it. They haven't gotten back to me because I want to know exactly what's going on with this season of Mountain Dew League. But you can find the standings by simply typing Mountain Dew League on Google. It'll take you to a Liquidpedia page. Good positioning here by Smooya on the Deagle. Finds the kill on Blade and a 3-on-3. Maeve on that flank in towards apartments. But from the positioning here by Epsilon, it seems like they just want to see if they can get some exit frags, make it a bit more expensive for FlipSide. Big question is, will they actually be able to do so? Markelov and Welded can make their way into pit. I think Electronic, yeah, Electronic is definitely gonna die. They tried to shield him from the blast. Okay, never mind, he's not gonna die. He survives on 4 HP. I was wrong. I thought for sure that dealt like 27 damage in that corner. Apparently not. 7-2 on the board. FlipSide. Again, as I mentioned, a good early start. Pretty much as they did against Space Soldiers. They had an incredible start against Space Soldiers. Also on the T side and FlipSide, they came to party. Bit of early damage done. Waylander making his way in towards construction, but Maeve is there to greet him. Maeve and Cosmin close towards, well, actually on this B bomb side, patiently waiting for the push. FlipSide, they haven't committed to anything just yet. Blade and Electronic peeking out towards middle, trying to see if anyone is pushing up behind them. Trying to reassess their possibilities. Cosmin and Maeve with a good setup. And indeed, FlipSide are gonna head back towards the A bomb site. 3-on-2. Push here, but Smooya already moving in closer, inching his way closer towards the site with that AWP. Now gonna make his way in towards Library, but Freddy B, he takes care of Electronic. Maeve pushing in from Arch. Finds the kill on Blade, and Welded will go down as well. Third round on the board for Epsilon. This might be their way back into the game. As you can see on the right-hand side, they've managed to keep the economy low on FlipSide tactics. This definitely gives them an opportunity to head back into the game. Baba posted up over towards the end of long haul. Smooya quick on the trigger as we know him to be. People making fun of UKCS haven't watched Smooya. He's definitely been stepping up, making a name for the UK scene. Baba chiming in as well with a wild spray down, connects on 2 before he gets taken down by Waylander. 2-on-3 situation now. The bomb will get planted. Welded making his way in towards the side, planting in the bomb. Waylander in pit. This is actually a good setup here for FlipSide. Smooya connects the shot on Waylander though with the AWP. Worlded it up close and personal, close towards the smoke. He lines them up for the double spray down. Worlded it. Finds Smooya and Maeve and clutches the 1-on-2. Secures another round on the board for FlipSide Tactics. Making it 8-3. And now it's Epsilon who are in trouble when it comes to their economy. They're still going to go for the double up setup, and this is definitely an interesting decision. Quite interesting buy here. Freddy B and Baba on the AWP. Smooya not playing with his ult. Freddy B decides to go for some early aggression. He goes down to Welded it. Welded it early and good position. Maeve up close and personal as well. Might go down here. Blade jump shooting. Trying to connect the shots. Maeve incredibly low on HP. Five-on-4 situation favoring FlipSide Tactics as Freddy B decided to go a bit aggressive towards top of Banana with that AWP. Seeing if he could connect any shots. Get an opening frag in favor of Epsilon. Instead, he went down to Welded it. FlipSide using the time at their disposal. Wouldn't say wasting their time, because they're getting some information and they're trying to keep Epsilon second guessing. Now the smoke goes in towards CT. Still two defenders close towards the B bomb site. It's Cosmin and Maeve. Maeve incredibly low as I mentioned, but Cosmin will take care of the first frag. He gets the second as well. 5 bullets left, he gets the third. Switches over to the USP and finally he goes down to Blade. But he managed to bring it back to a 2-on-2 situation. Blade dealing a good amount of damage here on Baba, and Smooya decides to go aggressive. He goes down instantly to Blade. Welded peeking above the smoke takes care of Baba. 9-3 on the board. FlipSide Tactics extending that lead even further. Again, Epsilon a bit late on their rotations, but that is one of the biggest issues on the CT side here on Inferno. It's fairly easy, so I don't know exactly how to put this, but on most maps, CTs got control of you know, close to 70 or 80% of the entire map. On a map like Inferno, the CTs, they don't have that much control. They have control of this area, pretty much. Well, I guess this area. Which is about, you know, 40 to 50% of the map. So the Ts have a lot of control on a map like Inferno and have a good possibility of rotating back and forth, going for those fakes. Which a lot of the time causes the CTs to second guess themselves. And not rotate in time. Blade. It's a nice double entry on the B bomb site. It is a more or less a full eco here for Epsilon. Smooya and Baba left alone. Baba now completely on his lonesome. Will be able to connect the shot on Electronic. Take him down, should be able to pick up the UMP, but the big question is, will he be able to hold on to it? Markelov on the hunt for the final kill, will be able to connect the shots towards Baba, take him down, and FlipSide. If this is what they intend to bring throughout the entire night, they might just clean house. Already on a good path to make it a quick 2-0 for tonight. they did take care of Space Soldiers early on cash. They won 16-5 in that match. Now this should be, well, at least on paper, this should be a closer match. But then again, on paper, Space Soldiers should have been able to take down FlipSide Tactics on cash. That didn't happen. Let's see how this one goes, but I don't want to take Epsilon out of the equation just yet. Smooya with the AWP now. He connects the shot on World Edit. Nice opening frag for Epsilon finally. Smooya, he connects the second as well. Blade goes down. Waylander in good positioning up from Apps, but he only catches one as Freddy will get the trade. Markelov left alone. Takes care of Maeve, but there's still one defender on the B bomb side. That's Cosmin. Already fairly low on HP. Peeks out. A bit confused about where Markelov was, but will be able to connect the shots either way. Gets a headshot to finish off the round. 4th round on the board for Epsilon, and they need this final one as well. For this round, final round of the first half. It is a full buy for both of the teams, and Smooya with a wallbang headshot on Blade. Good way to start the round, that's for sure. Waylander still creeping up towards the A-bomb side. Baba might try and go for the headshot angle by boost, like the self-boost on the side, on the double-stacked boxes. Theory shouldn't be possible, but in reality it is. Smooya connects the shot on Electronic. Having a bit of trouble with his bunny hop. Not able to hop the way he wanted. Well did it. Quick on the trigger. Finds the kill on Baba, but Freddy B with a quick trade. 5th round on the board for Epsilon. Still not looking great for the European lineup. It could be worse. 5 rounds on the board on the last 2. Very important rounds. We are gonna be headed on a quick break here as the players ready up for the second half of the game. I think Epsilon mentally preparing for this pistol. Pretty important pistol for them. They need this one to get back into the game. I believe they realize that. They're gonna do their very best to fight for it. That's just it. We're just waiting for the players to ready up, and as we're waiting for the players to do so, I'll take a quick break, get something to drink. But before I do that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please consider hitting that follow button here on Twitch. I do cover a lot of matches on this channel. I also casually stream in the weekends when there's no matches to cover. And as of late, I've been enjoying the game Fortnite quite a bit. I've been playing a bit of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds as well. I hope to see some of you guys tune in for those streams. But as I said, I'll get something to drink, take a quick break, be back in just a minute. I am back, and I'm sort of hoping that the players are getting ready soon. Again, we are just waiting for both of the teams to get ready. And if I sound a bit strange today, it's because I'm a bit lightheaded. It's been incredibly hot today, and I forgot to drink throughout the entire day. So I'm trying to stay hydrated tonight. But you know, it's a lot of you guys like the heat, and I feel you. It's nice that it's finally getting hot outside, but I prefer the cold, I must admit. We are gonna head into the pistol. FlipSide now on CT side and Epsilon on the T side. A bit of utility here on Maeve and on Waylander. Blade, he's got the death kit and a smoke as well. Bit of a slow start to the round here from Epsilon. A nice flash to secure that they can make their way from bottom of T stairs towards middle instead. Nice kill coming in from Electronic though. Now Epsilon seems like they want to... Oh, this is beautiful. They want to go for a split towards B. On Electronic in good position. He catches one. Now Freddy B, he needs to make his way over towards the B bomb site, but he needs some help as well. Cosmin finds the kill on Markelov. Freddy B, he's not done yet. Still finding those frags. Blade goes down. Well at it towards CT. Waylander at the top of Banana, but he falls to Cosmin. FlipSide with a nice setup to deny this split to B push. But Epsilon, they still manage to make it work, and they pick up that important pistol. Securing them a good possibility of getting back into the game and make this competitive for us. For this round, as you can see, FlipSide on a force buy. Epsilon with 3 AKs and 2 UMPs and a bit of utility as well, but Cosmin, he's still gonna fall to Markelov. Blade chimes in, well that it helps him out. Quick 2 frags in favor of FlipSide. Epsilon still trying to find their way in towards the A bomb site. Blade posted up in a good position with that deagle. But unfortunately, he runs straight into the crosshair from Smuya and Freddy B. Mainlander still watching over that archway. Markelov on the rotation as well. Smogan. Waylander needs to be careful. He's sitting inside the smoke. But I actually think that if he moves a bit further out, that he'll be visible. Only one player on the side itself, that's Electronic. He makes his way away from the side. Ooh. Good angle here for Markelov. Unfortunately, he's not able to connect the shots. 3-on-3 situation. Waylander up close and personal. He finds one on Smuya. Quick trade coming in from Baba, and Freddy B takes care of Electronic. Markelov left alone, deagle in hands, and a dream. It's up against both Baba and Freddy B, and it will be Freddy B to shut him down. The Swedish duo on Epsilon secures the round. But a bit of a messy round again. FlipSide, they were on a force buy. Upgraded pistols. They managed to get 3 kills out of it. Good stuff, good stuff. Epsilon still able to connect the shots and secure the round. And as you can see on the left-hand side, FlipSide, they're now going to be on pretty much a full eco. A few upgraded pistols, 2 flashbangs. On Blade, a bit of a stack towards the B side. Baba with a bit of a pre-fire, a spray down. By the looks of it, Epsilon, they haven't committed to anything just yet. Pretty much a default positioning at this point. The big question is, are they gonna run into the stack on B? Seems like that might actually be the case. I'll hold that thought. Freddy B takes care of electronic. And they secure the A bomb site. There's absolutely no reason for the rest of Epsilon to still go towards B. Their teammates have already secured the A bomb site, but Smuya with a wild spray down, he connects on 3. Markelov, Blade, and World at it all falls like flies. And finally, Epsilon back into the action, 10-8 on the scoreboard. FlipSide will finally have enough money to buy up completely once again. The question is, will Waylander actually buy a dev kit? Seems like he's AFK right now. He actually is AFK. Why in the world are they not calling for a tactical timeout? What is going on? Oh, he had PC issues. I guess he lost his internet connection. Hence, he couldn't let them know on Discord or TeamSpeak or whatever they use that he had issues. That's unfortunate. FlipSide gonna be playing with only 4 players in this round. This definitely gives Epsilon an even better chance of getting back into the game. Blade, he finds the first, but quick trade coming in from Freddy. Still numbers advantage here for Epsilon. Waylander finally back into the server, but the damage is already done. Four-on-3 situation, and as you can see on the minimap, this time around Epsilon, they are going to make their way in towards the B bomb site. There are no defenders towards B. Well at it the closest, and he's in towards CT spawn. He finds one on Maeve. Might be able to get the second as well. No, he can't. Freddy B. The 2 kills in favor of Epsilon. The bomb will go down. Only 6 seconds left on the clock. Markelov and Electronic. Seems like they're just going to fall back, see if they can hold on to their weapons. Very unfortunate turn of events here for FlipSide Tactics. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard. At the very top, we got Smuya on 18 kills. UKCS. You guys thought it was a joke. Smuya is here to prove us wrong. Freddy B, Cosmin, and Barbar all on 14, and Maeve at the bottom on 6. As I've mentioned, Maeve have definitely had a bit of trouble, on this Epsilon lineup. Hopefully he can change that and get back into action. He's a strong player, as I've mentioned many times before. So take a quick look on the other side. On FlipSide, we have Welded It, Blade, both on 13. I believe Waylander was top fragging on 14 before he dropped out of the server, if I'm not completely mistaken. 11 for Markelov and 10 for Electronic. FlipSide with another buy, another good buy as well. Got plenty of utility, 2 dev kits. Welded It gets the opening frag with his AWP. We've been talking about it lately. UKCS just got, I believe, 2 or 3 new leagues, which definitely should help them improve quite a lot. If now is not the time to get back into shape for UKCS, I don't know when is. Again, good opening frags here from Epsilon. Barbar incredibly low on HP, down to only 8. Electronic takes care of Freddy B. 3 on 3 now. And the rest of Epsilon are gonna make their way close towards the B bomb site. Smoke into CT. There's a tiny gap in the smoke. Markelov gonna use that to his advantage. Use the smoke to his advantage. He finds one. Quick trade coming in though, and Maeve incredibly low on HP, down to only 3. Can't find the bomb. Needs to be careful for that molly as well. Tries to go for the plant, but well, Waylander, sorry. Totally choking in these names. Waylander takes him down, and Barbar now left alone. 8 seconds on the clock. Absolutely nothing he can do. Trying to hold on to his AWP for the upcoming round. Should be able to do exactly that. And 11 to 9 on the board. FlipSide still holding on to that lead ever so slightly. A quick reminder for you guys, we have more games coming up today. Next up, I believe it's FlipSide versus Gox and Friends. Indeed it is. That game should be starting right after this. So stay tuned for that. It's a full night of FlipSide action. And they've told me on social media that they want to get this 4-0 for the night. They're working hard for it. But Epsilon are thorn in their side at this point. Keeping it close, keeping it tight. Smuya once again with the AWP and no open play for FlipSide. Barbar with the wild spray down, connects a few bullets, but he takes some shots himself. Well, that it deals a bit of damage towards Barbar as well, takes him down to roughly 40 HP. Epsilon still haven't committed to anything just yet. The bomb is close towards that A bomb site. They are lining up for the smokes. Freddy B going for that peek towards A. In the meantime, the rest of Epsilon, they're gonna make their way back towards the B bomb site. Epsilon using a lot of their time. They need to get these kills quickly, but Markelov, he lines them up for the double. Maeve will finally get the trade, and there's plenty of time for him to get the plant as well. It's a 3-on-3 situation, though. Well, they're already close towards the site. Electronic on that long flank from Banana. And Freddy B will take him down. Maeve in good position over by Newbox. Blade and World at it. Trying to figure out exactly what to do. Are they going to fall back, hold on to their weapons? Are they going to try, see if they can contest with this retake? Looks like they're going to do the first, see if they can hold on to their weapons for the upcoming round. It's going to be another round on the board here for Epsilon. Again, a quick look on the scoreboard will show that FlipSide's economy is not that great. This definitely has potential to be a very close and interesting game. Smuya, the AWP, getting the opening frag on Markelov. It is a force by Waylander. Trying to go for that sneaky Zeus play. He gets punished by a quick scope by Smuya. Blade also close towards the side, and a good flash as well. He might be able to connect with a kill over towards the B bomb side, but nope, he won't. Cosmin takes him down. welded it wild spray down through the smoke, and when I say wild, I mean like spraying and praying, hoping for the best. Fortunately for him, that's all he's gonna get. Electronic and welded it, falling back. He's trying to fall back to safety once more, but I believe this time around Epsilon are gonna be on the hunt. Electronic will be able to take care of Freddy B, and they might be able to hold on to these weapons now. Electronic still close in towards the side. Cosmin takes care of welded it. Electronic, this is gonna be tough for him. He finds one. That's his third for the round, but a quick trade coming in from Cosmin, and now we're all tied up. Finally, Epsilon have managed to destroy the economy from FlipSide, forcing them on more or less a complete eco. I must admit, Scruffy in the chat saying that he never lost faith. I'll say this, he was a bit silent for a bit there. But it seems like he's still got faith in his boys on Epsilon. Baba and Freddy B. Should be an easy round here for Epsilon, considering that FlipSide barely have anything to work with. Maeve through the smoke connects on welded it. Final players over towards the B-bomb side as well. That's Markelov. He will be able to find one on Smuya, but a quick trade coming in from Maeve. 12-11. Full screen, full immersion. I like to hear that. The chat has been a bit toxic tonight, I realize, but we got some moderators on the job and they're doing everything they can to keep it clean for you guys. FlipSide in a bit of a pickle at this point. Starting off strong with, I believe it was 9-3 if I'm not completely mistaken. Actually, it was 10-3. Then Epsilon got 2 rounds in a row, making it 10-5, and now they're back in the action. FlipSide with only 1 round on their second half. to 11, Epsilon with a massive comeback. 9 rounds while FlipSide have only gotten 1. I've said this many times. I was one of the first to say this when this map just came out. From an analytic point of view, this map is T-sided. Now, not many people agree with me, and that's totally fine. We can disagree and still like each other, still be friends. 2-on-2 situation here. Smuya with the AWP, Maeve on the AK-47 up against Markelov and Waylander, both on M4. Already the flashbang has been used in towards the site. Smuya in a decent position. Should be able to hear Markelov stepping towards Porch and will be able to take him down as well. Waylander now left alone. Up against Smuya and Maeve, trying for the clutch. Gonna be more or less mission impossible for him. Trying to find an opening on that smoke. He's not gonna be able to do so. Falls back to safety. Will try and hold on to his M4 instead. And that's gonna be another round on the board for Epsilon. What a comeback, what a story. And it's not done yet. Still good potential of this getting even closer. Epsilon, they just need 3 more rounds to close this one out and take the victory over FlipSide Tactics, denying FlipSide their perfect night. As I mentioned, I had a bit of a talk with FlipSide Tactics earlier on social media, and they told me that they were looking for that 4-0 for the night, as they do have 4 matches in a row here in Mountain Dew League Season 25. Epsilon doing their very best to deny that. trying to find this victory on Inferno. A bit of a nade trade going in favor of FlipSide. Cosmin taking a good amount of damage from that return nade. Still a 5-on-5 situation, but equipment obviously in favor of Epsilon at this point. Got 3 UMPs and a FAMAS on World Edit. Ooh, Freddy B. That should have been a fairly easy kill. World Edit, he oversteps his boundaries though. Freddy B does manage to get an easy kill. Markelov, he's pushing the T-spawn, but oh, that's... You hate to see it. Smuya already down to 14 HP. Markelov only had to hit 1 bullet. And he wasn't able to do so. Waylander now the sole defender on the B-bomb site. He needs Blade to step in. He needs Blade quickly on that rotation, but Baba shuts him down through the smoke. And finally, it's up to Electronic to see what he can do about this. I don't think there's much to do. Picking up the AK-47, trying to hold on to it seems like the best opportunity. That's going to be 14-11. Epsilon with a massive comeback. Alright, back into the mix with now a good opportunity to close the game down. I also want to point out, even though I hate saying it, if Epsilon takes the victory over FlipSide Tactics, I'm 0 for 2 on my predictions for tonight. Feels bad, man. Maybe I should stick to casting rather than predicting. I had a good run yesterday, but today is not looking that hot, at least for the start of the day. Again, we do have 5 games on the schedule for tonight. This is the second in the series. First one was FlipSide versus Space Soldiers. Now they're up against Epsilon. FlipSide did manage to take the victory over Space Soldiers 16-5. Now they're in a bit of trouble against the European squad. Baba in good position, finds the kill on World Edit. 3-on-4 already. Electronic catches Maeve, but a quick trade coming in from Smuya. Markelov left alone once again. In a 1-on-3. That surely will be 15-11 for Epsilon. If that's the case, it's gonna put them on match point. And indeed it will be. And now Epsilon looking for that final round to take the victory over FlipSide Tactics. Beat them on Inferno. Again, for the next game, right after this one, we got FlipSide versus Gox and Friends. They're gonna be playing on Cobblestone, so stay tuned for that. Freddy B getting a quick kill on Blade. Blade going aggressive towards middle, but Cosmin, he goes down to Markelov. He decided to go aggressive through the flashbang, getting completely blinded. Markelov will take him down without a problem. Smuya and Maeve just waiting for a counter flash here from FlipSide. As I can see, they can't, obviously, but I can see that they don't have any flashes close towards the B-bomb site. The only one with flashes here for FlipSide is Electronic, and he's situated in A-apps. Smuya connects on World Edit. Waylander chimes in as well, and this could be it. Electronic, he is now going to be left alone on that long rotation. Very late rotation seems to be... I mean, that seems to be what's going on for the CT side in this entire game. And I believe this is going to be it. Epsilon looking to make it 16-11. Smuya up close with the AWP. He will get the final kill. Electronic goes down. 16-11. Epsilon with a massive comeback. GG, well played.